Yeah. What's happening? What's good, fam? What's good? Been a couple weeks. We gonna dive in this thing. Yeah, dig. So we definitely about to get into this thing, fam. Y'all know what it is. Share it up, like it up, all that good stuff. You dig? And we gonna get it popping. Yes, Lord. Mad Titan, peace to the God. Shadow, what's good, family? Ash, what's up, mama? What's happening? We got the fam jumping on here. Zell, what's good, little brother? Brother Claude Banks. Mad Titan in the building. Y'all know what it is. Share it up, like it up, family. Share it up, like it up. And we about to dive in this thing. We gonna get low down and dirty. And we gonna piss some people off as usual. And that's what we're supposed to do. You know, so yeah, we gonna get this thing popping. Mommy Lane. Cecil, what's going on, family? How we doing? Adrian, what's good? Yes, indeed. We're gonna dive into some stuff, family. We got a video we're gonna watch, man. And we're gonna get this thing going. We're gonna watch that in the end because we're gonna talk a little bit. You dig? I am divine. Peace. How you doing? Martha, peace. Goddess AL, what's good, Goddess? What it be like? Y'all know what it is. Share it up, family. Share it up. And we about to get this thing popping. Yes, indeed. Gotta get this thing cracking. See what's good, family. What's good? Import, peace, family. What's good? What's happening? Get this thing popping, family. Alright, let's share this thing one time. And we about to get it on. Alright. Okay. What's good? How we doing? Meek, what's good? Gotta get this thing going here, family. Got to get it going. All right, let me go ahead on it. Put this thing on the page real quick. And we on and popping. You dig. Tremel, peace, family. What's happening? What's good? What's good? All right. I'm on time. I'm not late. I'm not nigga late. Can't go Titan. All right. All right, family. Let's go ahead and get it popping. Let's go ahead and get it popping. Go ahead and get it popping. Get it popping. Let's see here. Maybe right. Vita, what's good? What's good? Brandon, what's good? What's good, family? All right, let's get it popping, family. Let's dive in. So, like I say, right, we got some stuff to talk about. We definitely got some stuff to talk about, family. And make sure you save your questions for the end. And we're going to do something small on that. But yeah, like I say, we're going to talk, man. We're going to talk. Let's go ahead and get this thing on the screen, man. And get it popping. You dig. You dig. So, it's going to be a little twist. It's going to be a little twist, man. All right. About 3 weeks ago, I did a video called Reprogram the Program, where I talked about certain things that just didn't add up to me. And because I call myself the researcher's researcher, okay, I don't stop if somebody tell me, hey, Will, the sky is blue, okay? I'm like, okay, well, why is the sky blue? Okay, and who chose that particular color? Why is this? Why is that? So that's me. Okay, I always want to dive in deeper and get a much higher aspect or perspective on things. Okay, anything to enlighten my mind and bring me to a level of purity, okay, bliss and love. Okay, love at its core, love having a human experience, which we are. All right, Isis, what's good, mama? Okay, so let's go ahead and get this thing popping here. And we're gonna start with some stuff, fam. Like I said, I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna challenge your mind here. All right. So we're gonna start here. Now, we're taught, okay? We're taught that white folk, okay, Brother Mo, what's happening? We're taught that through history, okay, basically white folk dominated us. All right. If you watch any documentary about black people being successful in the past, okay, it always ends with, and the white man came in. If you watch the movie Apocalypto with these native people, all right, they was of course they was fighting amongst each other, right? But at the end of the movie, here comes a ship, okay, and it was the white man, okay. The natives brought the pilgrims in, okay, and then you come up with the whole story of Thanksgiving, okay. The white man, okay, slaughtered our people, and there's always these stories, all right. There's always these stories about the white man slaughtering us, which in turn, whether you want to believe it or not, has put a fear in you of the white man. And you don't even realize it. I'm going to show you how you don't even realize it. Everybody on here changed their speaking voice when talking to white people, right or wrong. Everybody on here changed their speaking voice when speaking to white folk. Okay, whether you in the building, whether you doing whatever it is you doing, okay, you could be talking to your family members. Man, what's up, nigga? Man, what's going on, brother? Man, talking your shit to your people. White boy asks you a question. I think he went over there. Yes, sir. That you change everything about you based on the information that has been given to you throughout your life in school, okay, in school, and when you woke up. So when you woke up, this is what you heard. Okay, especially you all that have been on this journey for 10 or more years. All right, who got a chance to really listen to um the the basically the ending of a a Dr. Ben or a Dr. John Henry Clark or some of these other elders who have transitioned. Okay, some of these elders who have transitioned. So so what we have done is, right, they were putting out information about the white boy. Okay, the white boy conquered this, he conquered that. Here it goes right here. Rome's rule over Egypt officially began with the arrival of the Octavian, later Augustus, in 30 BC, following his defeat of Mark Antony and Cleopatra in the Battle of Actium. Okay, all right. We are constantly given information based on the so-called white boy, okay, dominating you. Okay, not only you are given this information about constant dominance. Look, even the so-called slavery stories you're given. Okay, all the Nat Turner story. Okay, I remember. All right, I did a video back in 16 about the movie. What was the name of that movie came out with Nat Turner? Rebirth, or was it Rebirth or Birth something? I forgot the name of that movie. Came out around that particular time. Okay, where Nat Turner came in with his people, right? He came in and it was taking over shit. It was slaughtering people. You know, it was slaughtering white men. And all of a sudden, here come all these white people. Here come all these white people, okay, telling you or telling Nat Turner, give it up, you know, we gonna kill you. Birth of a Nation. Bingo, Birth of a Nation. Okay. So when I watched that movie, the end of the movie, I watched that movie in tears because I believed it so much. You understand me? Okay? I believed it wholeheartedly. All right? So it was crazy, okay, how that thing was going on. Not only the Birth of a Nation, okay, before that, we get Hidden Colors 3. Okay, and I'm gonna revisit that later on in this, all right? So we get Hidden Colors 3. On this particular quote unquote documentary, okay, it said that white people during the 4th of July or different festive activities, okay, all right, they will go out in the park, they will have a picnic, and they would grab a black person, okay, preferably a black man or a black young man, and they would hang him. And then they tell you the word picnic came from pick a nigga. Okay, all right. So that's what you're being given. Oh yeah, that was called pick a nigga. That's where that shit really come from. Okay, we were also shown, yeah, man, a white man used to chop our hands off and stick it in the meat shops. Okay, so you can go buy chopped off black feet and black hands or melanated feet, melanated hands. All of these stories was given to you. Okay, all right, and this is the thing, right? This is what the ignorant mind perceives. Okay, the ignorant mind looks at that as look what this white man has done to us, right? Look at the bullshit that has happened. But in your subconscious mind, what your subconscious mind is hearing, don't fuck with that white man because he'll chop off your feet, he'll hang you in front of everybody, he'll imitate you, he'll do all these things to you. That's what your sub hearing. That's the reason why all of you niggas, not one, not two, all of you, when you sit down in front of white folk, you change your voice. Based on you want them to feel comfortable, nigga. You want them to feel comfortable in your presence. And you don't even know why you're doing this. But you have been poisoned through all this information that the white boy is the power. Let's keep going. Not only are you giving stuff like this where Rome, or the Romans take over Egypt, right? Okay, so this is the image you're giving. You're giving an image of these Trojan men, okay, all right, and these white boys, and they're powerful, okay, all right. You're giving all this shit. Okay, here go another one. Here go another one. How Caesar and his people, Caesar and his people come through Egypt, okay, start slaughtering shit. Okay, tear down the library of Alexandria, which I did a whole breakdown on that. Go check that out. Okay, all right. I went into the mythology because that's what it was, but just to give you an understanding here. Okay, we are constantly given information of the white boy conquering. Okay, all right, and you're not given anything of you being powerful. But you're given certain times of civilizations, okay, where it's all good. Yeah, man, we ruled this, we ruled that. And then here comes somebody to wipe that shit out. But then you get another story. Well, shit, we was the Olmecs. We was the Aztecs. Oh, then here come the white man and he wiped that out. Like every fucking story you're given, okay, it's all good until the so-called white boy, okay, through the information that we constantly receive, he's the most powerful being in existence. Okay? All right? He's the most powerful being in existence based on what we are taught. But it don't sound right to me. Okay? It just don't sound right. All right. Okay. So you're giving the stories, right? All right. You're giving them saying they burn this down, they burn that down, right? Right. The so-called library of Alexandria. Okay. Then you're giving movies. With them conquering people. Okay. All right. So now you're getting a visual image of them in power, of them conquering and slaughtering shit, right? This is what you're given. Okay, on this movie Gladiator, it was this kind of androgynous black god on there, right? Okay, and shit, and the white boy fucked him up. Russell Crowe fucked him up. Okay, so now it's like, well, hold on, brother. Like, damn. Okay, all right, hold on, I'm not done. Then they give you shit like this. Okay, although many of you may love this movie. Okay, all right, but they keep showing you them with power. Okay, all right, so all you know when you look at the white boy is he's the most powerful thing walking. Because this is what they have in your history books, and this is what they do in Hollywood. But it doesn't add up. Just because they put it on TV or is in your book, that truly don't make it real. So I started to think. I say, man, with my own eyes, right? When I go outside, when I go outside the crib, right? And I'm looking into the world, when I'm on the road in the truck, okay, I'm not seeing, okay, understand something. I'm not seeing, okay, this powerful so-called white boy. I'm not giving that. You know what I'm giving? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Oh, okay. All right. Y'all know what that is. Okay. All right. He was trying to cut up on you. Okay. All right. He trying to show you he God's in everything. Okay. All right. This is how we look at it. But like I say, right? Like I say, it's something that I can see with my physical eyes, okay, that I can hold in my hand, okay, and but for him, the so-called white boy, understand something here, okay. I'm not telling you this to hate, because I'm not telling you this to hate no one, okay. We gonna get to the bottom of this shit, and this shit about to take you some fucking else. You understand? All right. Now check this out here. Okay, this is a book written by Sujin Kumar Das, right? Black people created everything. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, you know what? The more I look at this shit, okay, the more I sit down and I analyze. I say, how come I never see this white powerful stuff? I never see what I see in the movies. I never see what the so-called scholars have given me. Okay, yeah, the white man took over this land. He took over Kush. He did this. I don't see that, because if he's that powerful, that would show up on my doorstep. That would show up, okay, in the world today. But it doesn't. But it only shows up in books. It only shows up on TV. Let's get into this, okay? And I got a few here, just a few, okay? Just to give you an idea on what does show up with your physical eyes, okay? All right? It's a book right here, Black People. There's a few out there, but Black people invented everything, okay? And we're gonna touch on a few things here. Frederick McKinley Jones, okay? And me being a truck driver, right? Okay, I can understand and I can appreciate this refrigerated unit on the trailer. Okay, so this black man, okay, took it upon himself and created a whole refrigeration system, okay, to freeze food. The reason why you have a freezer in your house today, it comes from this black man. Again, something that I can see. I can hold in my fucking hand. I can go to any refrigerator on the planet, on a so-called planet, okay, all right, and look in the freezer and say, oh, that's a black man. Oh, that's a black man. Okay, like I said, just a little bit here, okay? Paul Downing, okay, all right, he made it his duty to protect people's mail. So he decided to create something called a mailbox. Every time you check your fucking mail, that was a black man. This is something you can hold in your hand, not something, okay, that you read in a book, not something you saw on TV, okay? You can go outside right now and look at your mailbox and be like, God damn, a nigga made that? He thought we do. A nigga made that? Ain't that a bitch? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, Thomas Jennings. Okay, all right. All right, so he had to make him some money. So, of course, understand this too, right? Understand this too. Okay, so so when you look up these people, okay, they're going to give you these stories of, oh, they used to be slaves and all of this type of shit here. Understand something, okay? Many of these people are inventing shit coming out the 1700s and 1800s. So-called slavery was over in 1865, Okay, but what all these fucking black people walking around at free inventing shit? Like I said, go watch the last video I did, reprogram the program. Okay, all right, because that slavery shit never fucking happened, and we gonna get into that. Okay, all right. So here goes this guy here. All right, coming out the 1800s. Okay, 1821 to be exact. He's supposed to be a slave. But he's sitting up here creating a whole dry cleaning business? Come on, man. Make this shit make sense. Make it make sense, dog. Where all these slaves at? Man, let's keep going. And like I said, I'm only doing a few because I'm going to fuck you up. How many? Okay. Teacher, what's up, mama? Bruno, what's going on? What's going on? Let's keep it going, family. Here we go. Mr. Dr. Joseph Jackson, right? So he thought it'd be nice that he create, okay, the science of parental, okay, guidance on your TV. Understand something here, family. Okay, the reason why you can go on YouTube right now, okay, all right, because most of you give your fucking kids your phone to shut them up when they're 3-4 years old. Okay, so you give them your phone to shut them up. Okay, the reason why you can go on YouTube or whatever and put a parental code or a lock on your phone is because it is black man. Again, I can hold this shit in my fucking hand. Huh? I can hold it in my hand, not no goddamn story, not no movie Gladiator, no Troy. Okay, I can hold this shit in my fucking hand. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay? And he created the remote control. So every time you click on your TV, nigga, look at your TV and say, no wonder that bitch black. No wonder my remote control black. God damn, nigga. God damn. Okay? I'm just saying here, family. I'm just saying. Not to feel a lot. Yeah. Family. All I'm saying is, all right, we in there. We in there. All right. So let's keep it going, family. Let's keep it going. Okay? All right. Here we go again. Here we go again. When you're called, okay. Hold on. All right. All right, so check this out, right? So, and this kind of fucked me up because I ain't going in front, okay? I'm sitting up here like spark plugs. Okay, you know how many times I paid such and such amount of money to get spark plugs, and you mean to tell me every time I go to the store to buy one of them little motherfuckers, that was a nigga that made that? But hey, check this out, man. So you telling me even your spark plugs in your damn vehicle, okay, all right, that keep your vehicle going and that make sure your motor can actually start, okay, all right, that was us. Again, listen, family, this is something you can hold in your hand. This is something you can look at, okay? Again, not no history book, not no Troy movie, okay? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Like I said, I only did a few, okay? Only did a few. Oh, look at my man here. Meet Jerry Lawson. And I just saw this today, and I had to go to Spirit on this. I'm like, hold the fuck up. Hold up. So you mean to tell me that Sony can come out with a PlayStation now because this black man came out with the science of the console, huh? Okay, and the cartridge back in the day, because that's what the games were in, cartridges back in the day. Okay, so this man come up with, okay, the science of the console. So now you got Microsoft with Xbox, PlayStation, and all these other little things that they got out there from Sega and all this. So you mean to tell me that started with you? Again, you can hold this in your hand, family. That's all I'm telling you. All I'm telling you is you can hold this in your hand. Okay? You can hold this in your hand. All right? It is not adding up. That's all I'm saying. It's not adding up, family. Okay? It's not adding up. It's not adding up. That's all I'm saying. What a nigga say? The math ain't mathin', man. Copprue. The math ain't mathin', brother. The math ain't mathin'. You understand? Okay, so let's keep going here, family. Let's keep going. Marie Van Brown. What's going on, goddess? What's happening here? Oh, ain't nothing going on? Oh, you just decided one day in the 60s to create a security system that is now used in every major building in damn near every suburban household in the world. Okay, listen. So you mean to tell me in every building, in any big time building, any big business building, okay, you now have a security system based on the mind and the intelligence of this lady? Family, is the math ain't mathin', okay? The math ain't mathin' right now. I just want you to get what I'm saying here, okay? All right. So let's keep going here. Let's keep going. So check this out. So this is what Google says, right? With 50,000, what's going on? So how you doing, family? With 50,000 total patents, Black people accounted for more inventions during this time period, during this period, than immigrants from every country, okay, except England and Germany. In our database, 87% of inventions were traced to people born in the United States, and 2.7% of the U.S. total were invented by Black Americans. Now, understand this, right? Let me tell you a conspiracy, okay? And like I said, I got this information last night. I didn't even have this particular science, okay? So all those 50,000 patents, Black people created every single thing here. Nothing that you can see with your physical eyes was created by a white boy. Okay? All right? I'm just saying. I don't give a fuck if you look up something and they say, well, the Wright brothers created the airplane. That's a fucking lie, man. Okay? Well, James Naismith created basketball. That's a fucking lie, man. Okay, all right. They got James Naismith holding a damn little bullshit ball he made with a basket, and he was throwing that into the basket, and he supposedly created basketball, nigga, in the hood. Okay, and I'm talking about before niggas was even playing basketball. Okay, all right. Motherfuckers used to put the damn milk crates on a goddamn light pole. All right, and take a shoe and throw it in the goddamn crate. Okay, all right. So these were regular games we played in black neighborhoods throughout America, everywhere actually. Okay, all right. So they saw it because, like one of the elders said, I forgot which one, but he said what the white boy did own was the patent office. Okay, you remember them crates, huh? Man, I remember them crates, man. Yeah. Okay, so he owned the patent office, so he took his stuff, put his name on it. Everything here, we put the basically, we set the standard here in this place. Okay, and I'm explaining to you why. I'm explaining to you why it was set up that way. Okay, all right, and like I say, I'm gonna piss off a couple people. It is what the fuck it is. All the speech, what's going on, family? Okay, all right. Nothing here was created by a white boy or so-called Caucasoid, Caucasian, or whatever. Okay, all right. We didn't want to lay the blueprint for it all. It was us. We did that. Everything, nigga. Okay, all right. And like I said, I was only showing a few just to give you an idea. Okay, all right. I'm talking about black people were millionaires coming out of the 1800s, nigga. And you telling me we were slaves? The math ain't mathing, nigga. The math ain't mathing. Okay? The white girl wanted the pogo stick on every black dick she saw. Okay? She knew what the fuck was going on. All right, she still want to do that shit today. Okay, that's why she shoot her lips up. Okay, now she want a black girl lips. Now she want a black girl ass. Okay, tattoos, all this kind of shit. Okay, all right. The damn white girl ain't never wear no goddamn extensions. Okay, all right. The white girl putting on wigs now, all kind of old shit. Okay, she want to walk and talk like the black American woman. Okay, because the black American woman set the standard of fashion, beauty, style, and every goddamn thing else in the world, nigga. Not so-called Africa. Here. Okay? It is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Okay, all right. So we laid the blueprint on this whole realm. Okay, and listen, I just gave you, okay, the intellectual side, right? Okay, and like I said, there's so many more. Okay, thousands upon thousands, 50,000 according to them. Okay, all right, laser eye surgery and stuff like that. That was created by a black woman. I forgot her name. Okay, I mean, the shit goes on and on. Okay, all right, let's keep going though. Let's keep going. What white boy can top this nigga? Okay, all right. What we doing right now, family, for the people who just came on, what I'm doing is I'm showing you something that you can see physically. Okay, something that you can just pull up and you can show yourself or show someone. Okay, we're told that the white boy has all this power. He did all this shit. He did all that. He did all that. He did all that in books and in these movies. Okay, but yet and still, I don't see nothing with my two eyes that he has done. Name me one white boy that was more powerful than this nigga right here. Let's keep going. Name me a white girl who could sing better than her. Let's keep going. Name me a white girl that's more talented than this one right here. I'll keep going. And not just pick random people. Okay? All right? Name me a white boy who can act, rap, okay? All right? Get into some gangster shit, okay, and be a revolutionary. Name me a white boy on the level of Pop. Let's keep going. They're about to drop a movie about this nigga. They tried to kill this nigga, and this nigga still came back, okay, to his people and did a concert when the nigga was trying to kill him to stop him from singing about peace. Huh? Name me a white boy that's on his level. Okay, all right. Don't give me no history fucking books, no Caesar and all this old bullshit. Okay, all right. Don't give me no fucking movie with Troy, Gladiator, John Wick, all those old funk ass cracker shit. Don't give me that. Okay, give me something I can stand on, man. Okay, like I said, the math ain't mathing, nigga. Okay, let's keep going. Name me a white boy who could ball better than this nigga right here. Name one. Name me a white boy who could ball better than this nigga. The math ain't mathing. Where's all this greatness that we read in all these books? All this information that was given to you, the so-called white man to pick a nigga and all this old shit. Okay, all right? How come the only way I can see this shit is somebody fucking book? How come the only way I can see this shit is somebody put it in some old fake ass movie? How come I can't see this shit with my own eyes? But with my own eyes, all I see when I look at greatness is us. Name me a running back who was better than Sweetness. The late great Walter Payton. Name one. Name a white boy. You can only compare other black people with this nigga. Okay? Name me a white boy who can fuck with him. Okay? All right? Name me a white boy. Say, bro. All right? I didn't see nobody yet put in the comments a white boy or a white woman that's on the level of any of these people now. Okay? I'll wait for you if you have an answer. Okay? Somebody help me out. Okay, all right, and Serena been beating so many little white girls. She been kicking them little whores' ass. I think right now at the age of 40, Serena finally lost to one of these little white. She been kicking these little white whores' ass for about 25 years since she was like 14 years old. Been kicking them legs like a motherfucker. Been beating them whores' ass. Okay, yeah, Roy, another one. She been beating them little whore's ass, man. Okay? For over 20 years. Come on, man. Come on, man. Okay? And she probably been transitioned now for about, I don't know, about 15, 20 years now. Okay? The great Flojo, she still owned half of the track and field records. The 100-meter dash, the 200-meter dash. What white girl can fuck with her? The math ain't mathing, man. Where's all this greatness that I read in all these fucking books? Of the so-called white boy with all this power. How come I can't see it? Huh? How come I can't see it? Oh, well, Will, you know, the white boy's strong, though. You know, the white boy be lifting weights and all that shit. Yeah. Let's see. The world's strongest man, Mark Henry. Come on, man. The math ain't mathing. The world's strongest man is seemingly got another brother. Okay? All right? I think it's right behind him or a little bit in front of him. Strongest man in the world. The math ain't mathing, nigga. So I gave you the intellectual side. We're smarter than everything out here. We're stronger than everything out here. We're more powerful than anything out here. So how in the fuck did 1,000 white boys enslave 100,000 niggas and we ain't do nothing? The math ain't mathing, nigga. Brother Sean, what's going on, family? The math ain't mathing. Okay, it's something that's going on here. Okay, All right, I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. And let me tell you this, right? Because I'm about to fuck you up now. Now we about to go somewhere. We're about to go. We're about to go. Woo-hoo. Look, a white boy came fuck with me and singing, nigga. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? I'm one of them. Shit, nigga. So I'm gonna tell you this, right? And like I said, I'm always in the business of learning. Okay, all right. I don't give a fuck if I said something yesterday, family. Okay, if I find something, if I find that to be deeper, okay, or something that's more powerful than whatever I learned yesterday, okay, then yesterday is done and I'm dealing with today. Okay, I'm always about learning and going further. This is the reason why I will never ever say, oh, I know this and I know that. Okay, all right, because I'm in the business of knowing. Okay, constantly knowing. Okay, not just knowing, that's it. Nah. Okay, constant elevation, family. Never cut yourself off by saying, oh, I've mastered this, or no, you've mastered nothing. Okay, keep yourself open, family. Okay, when you do that, you're giving yourself, your true self, okay, more opportunity to teach you. Okay, all right. So you can go back with me for about 2-3 years, maybe. Okay, 2-3 years ago, and I said the white boy. What truly happened was, what he did, he pencil whipped us. Okay, this is how he gained this power, because he don't have no goddamn power. It's obvious. He's not stronger, faster, smarter. Okay, he's nothing. He's physically, spiritually, okay, all right, intellectually, okay, genetically incapable of being better than you, of being greater than you. All those stories, all that so-called history of him conquering this, conquering that, it never fucking happened. Okay? I'm gonna get into this. Here we go. Now, had a conversation with my sis. A couple, I don't know, like 3-4 days ago, Drake, I think. And this was brought to my attention. Now, understand this. 33, what's going on, family? So this was brought to my attention. Because we talked about it, and then once I gave my little 2 cents on it, and then I left it alone, went on about my business, went on about my day. So here goes a brother yesterday. What's the day? Yesterday morning. Okay. Yesterday morning, this brother, he sent me some information, okay, about the reptilians, okay. Yeah, Will. The reptilians, they all over, man. You've been watching the show with Samuel Jackson on Disney Channel. Yeah, man, they're millions and millions deep now, man. They're millions deep, man. The reptilians are here, man, and all of that. Okay. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna talk about that. And but I didn't know when. Okay. So here goes last night. Last night I'm in a dream space, and some information came through, and they showed me some shit, and it fucked me up. I'm like, hold the fuck up. I thought they wrote that shit. So you mean to tell me they didn't write it? My man Dream said, Dreamwise, he said in this video the other day, he said, man, bro, that's why I fuck with my broke guy Will. The nigga say, I fuck with my broke guy Will because that nigga trying to collapse time and space. That nigga said, we ain't even been here long. So what he was talking about was me saying, all of this, we've been here thousands upon thousands of years and millions of years. No, family. We haven't even been here 400 years. Okay? See, the problem is you still think that this is a planet. You still believe every single thing you've been taught in school. Okay? All right? And this is the thing, too. I'm about to hurt you. I'm about to hurt some feelings. Okay, you don't want to go against all the time you have put in reading your books. Okay, so you saying, Will, man, I read this, I read that, I read that, I read that, I looked up this, I looked up that, I looked up all of these things. So Will, you saying that all the shit I read wasn't true? Yep. False. It's only true to you. If you take any of that shit to spirit, to your true self, okay, they're gonna say wrong. They're gonna say throw that shit away. Okay, shit. Probably in the next 10 or 15 years, they're gonna burn every single book in existence anyway, outside of the information the books that's been hidden from us. Okay, they're gonna burn all that shit. Okay, we haven't been here, man. We haven't been here at all. Okay, all right. You were just told this shit. You were just told this, brother Sidney. What's going on, family? You were just told this. Okay, I'm just saying. All right. You're still holding on to the Darwin's theory. Okay, dinosaurs and shit. Okay, you still going outside worshiping the sun, thinking this shit real, but yet and still you use the word illusion every other day. Make it make sense. The math ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing, man. That's all I'm saying. Okay, all right. So, because I was shown this thing, I said, "Damn. Well, I'm gonna get into this thing. Okay, I'm gonna get into this. All right. This guy right here, Corey Goody, I think his name is Corey Goody. Corey Goody said that I think he was talking to an older gentleman who was in secret parts of the army and stuff, and he was told that a reptilian told him, okay, a reptilian told him, if y'all want to change this stuff, y'all have to, in so many words, get your heart right. You have to awaken your consciousness. You have to find love within yourself. This is what he's told by a so-called evil species of reptilians. Ooh, and I'm like, hold on. I've never heard this before. I'm like, hold on, I ain't never heard nobody say that. I never heard people say this about reptiles until this white dude said that. I said, bro, this shit ain't right. So around this particular time, Kobe Bryant died. I did a whole lecture on this above Majestic back in 2020. Okay, all right. So when this guy said that, okay, and I'm going somewhere with this, all right. So when this guy said that, then, and he said these reptilians want you to be righteous. I'm like, what? I said, hold on, that's not the story that you're giving by David Icke and all these other people. So I go straight to the round. Kobe had just died like a month prior. Kobe died in January 2020, I think I did this lecture February, March, I don't know, somewhere around there. I don't know. And so Kobe come through. Kobe come through with the bottom half of his body as reptilian. He had on a jersey, and when I looked down, I saw he had a reptilian body. That nigga said, man, you are the reptilian, Will. Because I was stern against that shit. Okay, man, that shit ain't real. Man, that shit ain't real. I'll listen to them crackers. I'll listen to them crackers. He said, nah, Will. We playing both sides of this, Will. Okay, we are the reptilians that plays on that side. That's us. We them. Okay, we them. Okay, all right, and of course you got the so-called reptilian part of the brain. Okay, right, the reptilian part of the brain. So with Spirit Day, you say, you know what? Let's open this thing up. And when they say the reptilian brain, the instinctual or dinosaur brain, okay, in so many words, is the old brain. Okay, so it's supposed to be the oldest part of the brain. Okay, the reptilian brain. Okay, so I'm getting this information, okay, that we are the reptilians and we play both sides. Okay, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I'm like, this shit crazy. Okay, Let me see you, family. Let me see you. Let me see you. So it's all those stories I was talking about. How they came out with these stories talking about pick a nigga and Emmett Till story. These people invaded Rome and Constantine, okay, 325 BCE created Jesus and all these old stories. Okay, everything is false. Check this shit out though. Check this shit out though. Check this shit out though. Who gave them that information? The books were already written, family. Listen, I want you to get it, right? You see that you right there? You already wrote these books. You gave the so-called white boy these books. Okay? The reptilians playing both sides because it's you. They said when we gave them these books are going to make you strong. These books are going to make you the strongest thing out here. These books are going to make everybody look up to you. This is what your higher self is telling them. And you upset. Like I told you, I'm not telling you all this white boy shit for you to get upset. I'm giving you the information, okay, so you can see the highest level that you could. Okay? All right? So you can see the highest level that you could. Let me read something to you. You on both sides, family. You weren't born, but actually inserted into a multifaceted and highly sophisticated computer program. A program designed by you and played by you. You're the player within your own design, but only through your first eye will you be able to see this. Life will change shortly thereafter. Humanity is God's manifested physically. Humanity is God manifested physically. So society's good, bad, and indifferent are only God's little social experiment on itself to see itself. And humanity's faults is actually God's gain. Well, until next tweet. Good day, all. Listen, this stuff is done by you. Planets. I threw this in there in New Orleans. We'll call this a little land gap, a little extra. Planets. Planned ETs. Planned by the ETs, aka extraterrestrials. As nouns, the difference between extraterrestrials and terrestrials is that extraterrestrials is a being originating from outside of Earth's atmosphere, from space or from another planet, an alien. While terrestrial is an inhabitant of planet Earth. Soul body, extraterrestrial, the real you. Terrestrial, the physical body, the false you. I need you to get this, man. Everything you're going through is done by you, for you, and for your ascension. Uh-oh. 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 I know some of you don't like that because you feel like you need to be a victim. Like the Pan-African cats. Okay, they will never accept the fact that the white boy is nothing and they are everything, and y'all the ones put the white boy in place. You will never accept that. Okay, because it feels good to be a victim. Oh no, look what they did to me. Okay, it helped you bust nuts. Okay, it helped you have some good orgasms when you want to be a victim. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Wait. Uh-oh. Will, what you talking about, this secret deal? Let me see you, family. Let me see you, family. Let me see you. Let me see you. Let me see you. Can you see me? Can you see me? I can see y'all. Can y'all see me? I can see y'all. The secret deal. When the so-called reptilians, you, okay, switching your body, okay, just like they do on what's Samuel Jackson's name, family? What's Samuel Jackson's name on this new on this new show on Disney? What's Samuel Jackson's name? I forgot his name, man. On the Marvel, I forgot. You know, he wear the patch and stuff like that. I forgot his name. Somebody gonna know his name. Okay, somebody should know his name. Okay, but on this new series, okay, he's dealing with the scrolls, these scroll people. Okay, all right, and they're able to morph. They'll change it to a nigga quick. Nick Fury, boom, bingo. Appreciate that, Titan. Okay, they'll just turn. They'll just turn. This is a skin suit, family. This is a skin suit. I'm gonna get into that too. This is a skin suit. This is not you. It's never been you. This is how you camouflage yourself in order to have a human experience. It's a skin suit, man. Mama Mary, how you doing? The secret deal. So, okay, you outside the skin suit turn into this reptilian. In the process of you handing them this false history, because you only been here since the 1700s. Okay, all right. My little bro told me something about and it's kind of adding up a little bit. I forgot these people. Hopefully he can put it in the comments. Okay, hopefully he can put it in the comments there. See if we can put that in the comments about those people who had a reset in the 1800s. I forgot these people's names. Okay, but these were so-called indigenous people. Okay, with all kind of power and all this type of shit. So here goes the secret deal. So upon giving these people this information, this history, that you enslaved these people, okay, you did this to these people. P.S. Sidebar. Black people didn't know slavery happened, okay, until after the 1930s. Well, I mean, you know what? Let me bring that back. Black people didn't know anything about so-called slavery until the 1930s. That's when they start putting those books in school. Okay, all right. So before that, black people had it going on. Okay, all right. They teach you about Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay, and they show you pictures of Mississippi. Okay, that's them right there, the Tartarians. Okay, all right. They tell you about Mississippi was this and Mississippi. Listen. Okay, black people had it going on 1800s. Nigga had money, man. Okay? All right, I'm just saying. All right? One of my partners, I end up, me and him rapping, right? I said, bro, man, this shit crazy. I say, I don't think our great-grandparents even knew anything about so-called slavery. He said, bro, that ain't shit. Watch this. He called his mama. Get his mama on the phone. His mama is in, appreciate that, Brother Sean. His mama in her late 60s, early 70s. Okay? And she's on a certain level. She's not where, where we are, spiritually speaking. Okay? But she's somewhere. She said they didn't know anything about no slavery, about no white man, no nothing. Okay, because in their eyes, they saw the white boy as weak. Ooh, wait. So coming off the 60s, okay, all right. Not until the movie Roots came out is when she saw anything of a so-called slavery. She didn't even have never heard of the word slavery. There was no slavery, family. You told this shit. Okay, and you accepted it because you didn't know no better. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. None of us, we didn't know any better. Okay, we just agreed that it was true. Okay, because that's what we do. We agree that shit is real. Okay, just like we did Jesus, most of us, Allah, and all these other motherfuckers. Okay, once a certain amount of people agree on something, that make it so-called real. Okay, so this secret deal, let's get into this. This secret deal, okay, these reptilians told these so-called Caucasoids. Coming out the 1800s, they say, look, the only way you can have this information, okay, and take over the world, you have to put out information, okay, that show those people that they have power. So I'm not going to give you this stuff unless you agree to the terms. Okay? And the terms were, you have to put out information showing these black people that they're powerful. Now, if they don't accept it, that's on them. But you have to do it. Okay? You can put out all your stuff, you can make all your moves, you can do all everything you want to do. But you have to show, okay, something, whether it's media, a story, book, whatever, that these people are powerful. They took the deal. They said, okay, cool. Like, oh, really? So now, this is the reason why you have certain things. I can see certain people saying, well, Will, they didn't hold up their part of the bargain. They didn't show us nothing. They didn't show us that we was powerful. They didn't tell us none of that. Okay? All they show is white people with power. All they show is this. All they show is that. For real? For real? That's what they do? That's what they do? So they didn't hold up the end of their bargain? Really? They didn't hold up the side of their deal? The white boy didn't listen? He took that chance. He listened. Who's the master? What Bruce Leroy said? Who's the master? You think this is not your information? Okay? All right? The reptilians, yourself, your true self, told him, you have to tell black people the truth about them. Whether it's in media, whatever it is, you have to show them who they are. 1985, 86, Last Dragon. Homeboy asked him, who's the master? He said, I am. What is the I am? The I am is the everything. He's showing. Hold on, Will. So you saying he was really showing us stuff? Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. What my girl doing on the floor here? What you doing on the floor? Who you looking at? Okay. Then she looking at the door like, who are you? What are you? I am. Woo! Wait. The white boy hold up his end of the deal. He telling black people who you are. You just didn't get it because you was too busy being a fucking African. You was too busy being a fucking slavery lover. Okay? The white boy telling you. Because in order for him to try to stay in power, he have to tell you. to. Hold on, Will. You mean to tell me he was really telling us? Huh? I don't think we wanted to listen though. He been trying to tell us. Okay? He been trying to tell us. But we was too busy fussing. White man on a video about 7-8 years ago. Okay? He said him and his crew back in the 60s. Him and his crew back in the 60s. Okay? Said that was a ship landed on their base in Australia or one of them places. And he said what came off the ship was black people. And they looked like so-called African Americans. But you was fussing about Killmonger, the real one, and all this, and the white boy giving you the science. He telling you a fucking alien, nigga. He telling you the one coming off the ships. You. Will, but he still don't tell us though. He still don't tell us. Oh no, he don't. He don't. Let's see. Remember this right here? This fucking monster, this beast eating up the goddamn white cops. Goddamn white boy, you let the nigga know what's up. A beast eating up these white cops, munching on them niggas. Okay? And look when the beast stood in front of the black man and woman. That nigga bowed down because the beast is within you, nigga. You the fucking beast, man. Okay? After he fucked up them goddamn white boys, he got in front of them people and calmed down. The white boy telling you he's holding up his part of the bargain, his side of the bargain. He's holding it up. What about this? What about this part right here? When it was this old white ghost, okay? He kept all these black people who he had killed and all of that, okay? He kept them basically locked down, okay? And all of them came back together to kill his ass. All these spirits came back to fuck him up. He telling you, are you paying attention? Okay? Are you paying attention? The Return of Cthulhu. Yes, Lord. Are you paying attention, family? Uh-oh. Look at the white girl. The white girl was trying to destroy all the black people. The white girl looking and pleading to the little melanated princess. Okay? Look at the little black girl. The fucking monster is with her. The monster is a fucking dog. That's her partner. They rocking together. Okay? The monster right there chilling like, you want me to eat that bitch? You want me to eat her? Black girl looking like, nah. Little black girl like, nah. Okay? Remember she lost her arm on this series. Okay? Now her arm is mechanical. Okay? What she do to white girl? Look what she do to white girl. Squeeze that old neck, bust her goddamn glands open. Okay? All right? So you telling me the white boy didn't hold up the end of his bargain? Let's make a deal. I'm just saying, family. I'm just saying. You're shown who you are, but you're too upset based on those stories. You are upset based on those slavery stories, based on all this shit that was shown that so-called white man has power and he has nothing. Okay? Everything outside your car wheels, the door on your car, the handle on the door, the steering wheel, all that shit was created by black people. All of it. All of it. You are the ancient one, man. Are you getting me? You ain't listening. Let me take you somewhere. Imagine this as the quote unquote universe, the black dot. Okay, all right, that everything comes out of. Everything is birthed from this energy, the nucleus. Okay, the nucleus. All right, this is where you come from, family. Hold on, let me talk to you. Outside of this body, okay, you come from, my man Bobby Hemmett would say, the triple darkness of space. Okay, whereas the white boy, okay, you can say soul spirit, okay, all right, he still come from the same area, but he don't come from the core. Let me tell you how spirit did during the week. Spirit said, "Will, open up your hand." I said, "Okay." Black people come from here. Black people come from the center of it all. White people come from the outside. Are you getting me? If that's not plain, I don't know what is. This is what I was told during the week. Black people come from the center of it all. This is us. Okay? Your everyday white woman and white man come from here. The outskirts. Okay? Now, your white people like Christina Aguilera. Okay? Your white people like what's that white girl name? Did the always working the hips and shit? What's her name? Did the song with Beyonce? What's her name? I forgot her name. It was The Hips Don't Lie. I think that was the name of the song. It was her and Wyclef. It was her and Wyclef. Okay. So somebody come up with her name. All right. So you got people like her. You got people like Christina Aguilera, Shakira. You got Shakira, Christina Aguilera, Eminem. Okay. You got White Chocolate, Jason Williams, basketball player. Okay. All right. They call him White Chocolate for a reason. Damn near nigga. They got the little white boy professor from the AN1, the AN1 mixtapes. Okay. They come from in here. Okay. They're not necessarily up here with your everyday white folk. They're in here. Okay. So they're a little bit closer to the nucleus. Okay. From the word nucleus, you get the word new. Okay. New, the root word new is the God being of water, of the abyss, of chaos. Everything come from the nucleus. Okay, or the new. Okay, in the Kemetic science. Okay. All right. So everything was birthed from here. And it opened up. This is what you call a 0 point. This is the 0 point. The 0 point is the everything and nothing all at one time. Okay, this is why it's a 0. Is something based on you can see it, and is nothing based on you can't add nothing to it or subtract. Okay, so this is the 0 point, the most powerful point in existence. It is existence. Okay, and this 0 point is all love, pure love. That's all there is. Okay, but everything else comes out of that. So this is the reason why, family, everything here, from buildings to cars to hats, I don't care what it is, everything was created by you and I. Everything. The white boy created nothing. The outside has no power. They don't have the intellectual thought to create anything. This is the reason why at Harvard, okay, Princeton, these type of Yale, these type of places, okay, they don't want to include certain people. They don't MIT. They don't want to bring in certain black people because when we come in those places, Harvard and Yale and up, we blow the spot up. Okay, all right. We show that we smarter than everybody in here. Okay, all right. We fuck around, go up in that bitch and create some shit and shut everything down in that bitch. That's why they don't want us in there. Okay, all right. That's why they don't want black people in those schools. Because it shows that they don't have the same intellectual level of us. Okay? All right? They have some brothers, okay, who are natural, who natural, can go out to the basketball court, jump in the fucking air, dunk the basketball like it's nothing. Okay? All right? Don't have to stretch nothing. Don't have to move around, work out a little bit to get warmed up. Okay, whereas the white boy, he have to warm up because he's not genetically prepared. His body doesn't have the same functions. Family. Okay, you come from the great nothing, my nigga. And the great nothing is everything. I need you to hear me. I need you to feel me on that. Okay, and now I'm gonna take you somewhere. All right, check this out. So, getting back to this. So, the video that came out years ago that is deleted now, and I'm gonna tell you how fucked up shit is. Okay, if you put in Return of the Gods, that's why I titled this that as well. I put that in there. Okay, because if you put in Return of the Gods, is this Jew, so-called Christian, okay, and his videos, and he blew all that shit up. So you can't even find some of the melanated information on the Return of the Gods. Okay, so if somebody was just, wanting to look something up about Return of the Gods, you're going to find this Christian talking about when these gods return, these gods are evil. They actually have video of quote unquote black gods, and they said they're demons. They say they're demons, and they're out to and they corrupting people's minds. So all of you can go right now on YouTube and put a Return of the Gods, and it's gonna be this ugly, stupid face, I don't know, Zabumafu looking ass cracker, okay, and all you're gonna see is his shit. That's all you're gonna see. I said, God damn. Okay, because they used to have some powerful information about 8-9 years ago on that, man. Okay, people used to drop all kind of fire-ass gems, man. That shit gone, man. Okay, so now let me take you back to one of those videos where this white boy, so it was an old white man too, and a Mexican. Okay, they had him outside in the woods, and he was talking about it was black people. It was black people. It was American black people that came off those ships. Okay, so now I'm in a dream space last night. Okay, I'm in a dream space last night, and I'm in this room, and I'm looking around, and I see cats that look like this. I see cats that look like this. It was dudes, and I'm looking around, and I'm looking at cats look, and I'm like, who are dudes, man, with this fucking hell? I'm like, who is this? Like something is up here. I'm like something is up. Something is going on here, fam. I'm like something is going on. So I wake up, right, and I'm like, who is all these dudes with these locks in their head with head wraps on and chilling and shit, and it was just cooling, like what not going on. So here goes. Let me open this up. So here goes. I asked Spirit. I say, who are these cats? Because I go back in meditation when I wake. It's about 3 in the morning. She say, that's you. I said, what you mean that's me? She said, all those dudes, about 3, 4 of them. He said, all those dudes you saw. Okay, all right. She said, who you are will. All right, and this is something, family, you're gonna learn as you go along. She said, Will, what you saw is all those dudes, okay, is inside that body you call Will Copprue. I said, what? She said, yeah. Okay, they look separate, but ultimately they're one. And they are in this body having a human experience. But they're also the energy that you communicate with. Some of those other voices you hear sometimes when you talking, that's them. I'm like, what? She said, yeah. So about a couple weeks ago, I said, I'm learning that I got about 6 or 7 motherfuckers that sit at my crown. Okay? All right? And I'm like, who are these people? And it was like, all of them niggas are you. It's kind of like, okay, for my people who come up in the 80s, all right? You know, all you can even say the Power Rangers, but Captain Planet, okay? They used to say when all our powers combine, okay? How you just say it? When all our powers combine, here is Captain Planet. So it was about 5 or 6 of them, and they would put their rings together, and when they do that, the energy will create a whole entity. So them niggas, okay, those beings, all right, who look like this, some regular American ass niggas, okay, that's me. And I'm like, what the fuck? This shit fucking me up. Because I've never heard this before. Okay, all right. So family, I'm doing this to challenge your mind. Okay? Because nobody on here know who we truly are as these great entities. Okay? All right? Like that is information that we learn. Okay, as we go. We learn, we go. We learn, we go. Okay, so I'm looking at these brothers and I'm like, yo, who the hell are y'all? Okay, and like I said, it was just them. I got some females too. Okay, and all of them are one entity. Okay, like the Power Rangers. Okay, when the Power Rangers come together, okay, they create this huge entity. Okay, and this huge entity, you know, become the powerful, but they have to come together first. So family, most of you, especially the ones on this journey, who's serious about this work, okay, you are a collective energy that is in that body. Okay, all right. So when you drop that body, okay, you're gonna have beings just popping up like, yeah, man, we good. We free, we straight. And I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. So it really put my mind on a whole nother level of thinking, like, hold the fuck up. That changes the whole aspect of a past life and all of this type of shit. Okay? All right, like I said, family, you have to be open to learn and grow every day. Don't you ever say anything about you know some shit. Okay? Because nowhere in hell I would have thought some American looking ass niggas are actually the greatest entities in existence. They are existence. And that's just me. Okay? When we drop this body, all right, all of us, we just chilling. Okay, having a good time. Okay? This is the reason why they look American. Because America is the core of all places. Everything runs through America. Okay? All right? In sports, the hard thing to do is get into the NBA. It's easy to go to China and Australia and all these other places to play basketball. It's easy, okay? All right, or so-called easy, okay? It's so-called easy to go play football in Canada. The NFL is hard as hell to get into, okay? All right, when it comes to track and field, yeah, every now and again the Jamaicans will kick ass, but for years it was the Americans that were dominating everything. Okay, the greatest artists, the greatest actors, damn near everything comes from here. We are the center. It's us, man. It's you. You didn't come from no fucking Africa. You are the center of it all. Okay? And when you understand, and you start tapping in, man, you're going to see motherfuckers looking like that, man, chilling, hell, cooling, like ain't nothing going on. But it's so crazy. This nigga here look like he be chilling. But he the most powerful entity in the world. Family. I'm just saying. Okay? And I'm not done. I got something else for you. We gonna build on that. Because I'm about to take you somewhere. Okay? I'm about to take you somewhere. Let's see.
The Ku Klux Klan march up and down Main Street. I've literally seen the Ku Klux Klan march up and down Main Street multiple times, and it informed how I felt like I was supposed to behave here, so I just started hating back. My nervous system was always on edge. I'm always ready to fight. I'm always ready for war. Hypertension is a given when you always operating in an energy. I'm leaving work.
All right, family, can you hear that? Somebody give me some thumbs if you can hear that. Can y'all hear that, family? Can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear this, family? Can y'all hear this? Because I'm about to show you and give you some information, okay, that's happening to myself. Okay, we good, Chaos? Okay, good. All right. So just to give you a little context real quick. So this brother, he's about to get into a near-death experience. And I want you to hear this shit. I want you to hear what he say. Okay, and this brother was he was black. He was so-called Pan-African, and he was ready to march, and he was one of them cats. So he was on his journey. Okay, so I want you to listen. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna tap in, I'm gonna break down certain things so you can hear. Okay, all right, from a more an ascended understanding. Okay, all right, so let's dive in.
I feel this like a sting, and I knew I'm always ready to fight. I've literally seen the Ku Klux Klan march up and down Main Street multiple times, and it informed how I felt like I was supposed to behave here, so I just started hating back. My nervous system was always on edge. I'm always ready to fight. I'm always ready for war. Hypertension is a given when you always operating in an energy. I'm leaving work. I feel just like a sting, and I knew this isn't right. I'm losing my breath. It just feels like I'm suffocating. We get to the emergency room. They get me on the gurney, and I just kind of casually take my attention up. And when I do that, instantly I'm in space. There was no tunnel. There was no anything. Everything was energy. Everything felt like love. The pain, the confusion, the identity stuff was gone.
Real quick, okay. Like I say, we're gonna go through different parts. Okay, understand what he said, right? He said, immediately it felt like love. Okay, all right. He's out the body now, like I told you. Okay, like I've been saying for about 8 years now. Okay, or so, that we are love beings. We are love having a human experience. Okay, all right. So check him out. Check him out.
My name is David Williamson. I'm from a small town in North Carolina called Yanceyville. Growing up in Yanceyville, it's a small town of not much more than 3,000 people. Growing up there for me is like a Huckleberry Finn kind of story. I was always in the woods, always climbing trees, always in nature. I had really beautiful experiences as a child that made me initially view this life as magical. I was deeply interested, used to dig in the ground and try to find fossils. Always, everything I found, even if it was just a piece of broken glass, I thought it was some magical piece of treasure that I found. North Carolina is beautiful, but Caswell County is the county that I grew up in. It's one of the poorest counties in the country. It has a lot of deep-rooted racial tension. Even to this day, is one of the highest active Ku Klux Klan activity in the country. My biological grandfather was a sharecropper, and my uncles grew up on that farm. When you couple all those things together, it creates a lot of dynamics where people get traumatized and it goes unresolved and unaddressed. You start hearing people around you kind of echoing the same hate that they've received from white people around us. You hear it being echoed in our houses, and like they're this way, they're that way. It gets reiterated and recycled in your day-to-day life, in your house, in school. It's just all of it, and it informed how I felt like I was supposed to behave here. So I just started hating back. And I've literally seen the Ku Klux Klan march up and down Main Street, the most busy street of the town, multiple times, and I've seen the pain and the anger from the people. While it's happening, I'm watching my aunts, I'm watching my mother, I'm watching all of them, just feeling so much pain, so much anger, and it's in me. It's affected me, and it just makes you more angry. It makes you more angry, and it justifies every negative thought that you have. And you think that you can make these sweeping statements about all white people that actually make sense. And it just doesn't. It just doesn't make sense because one of the earliest memories that I have in my childhood was in preschool at Grace Chapel Church. Miss Mueller was one of the teachers there as a white lady. And I remember her holding me in her lap while she did story time and feeling her love for me. And then there's other examples of white people who took interest in me genuinely just and try to open doors for me. And when you have this narrative that you're just recycling in your head over and over and over, you ignore the good stuff and you only center the bad. And that's where your narrative gets buttressed with not any outlier. The outliers don't matter at all. It's just the narrative. Everything that supports the narrative is the only thing I can see. So it becomes a thing where every part of your life just confirms what it is that you want to believe. You don't feel that there's any way that you could be wrong about it. The disparity is real. If the disparity is real, they are doing it. And that day became so powerful of a boogeyman. My nervous system was always on edge. I'm always ready to fight. I'm always ready for war. Hypertension is a given. It's a given when you always operating in an energy where you're waiting for him to say something offensive so that you can explode 400 years of rage on this person, you know. It's so painful to be in that space all the time. I didn't get to experience anything that made me happy. I was miserable. College years was even worse, you know, still on a deep spiritual kind of journey, you know, trying to understand stuff. But somehow this anger, this hate is still justified. Even the gods justify it. There are gods of rage, there are gods of anger. I can metaphysicalize, spiritualize my hatred and still make room for it as if it's real. There was nothing in my life, spiritual understanding, philosophical reckoning that made hatings dysfunctional or toxic. Not even when my body started telling me that hating is killing you and you feel it. You can't eat anything and it stays, you know, and your body stays comfortable. So I was spending sometimes just not eating because eating anything at one point was it just created this disruption in my peace. I was like, I ain't gonna eat no more than eating, but I had destroyed my digestive system. I'm dealing with hypertension that I'm not treating. I would check my blood pressure sometimes and it would be 224 over 190. I'm just going about my day. Didn't pay attention to the signs that my body was giving me the whole time. Everything just justified this rigid position and identity as this person that had to fix this racial disparity, and it's on me. I'm the Messiah. I'm the black savior. I'm going to fix.
I want you to hear what he's talking about here, family. Okay, pay attention. Pay attention. He's talking about moving in hate, moving in anger. Okay, all right. He's talking about how because of his thoughts. Okay, he thought he knew something. He thought, okay, yeah, man, the white man is the white man, and that's all he knew. So he thought the white man was the enemy. Okay, I want you to understand what's going on here. Okay, so his anger, so his again, the teachings of some of these people out here will enslave your mind, and it will also destroy your body. It will destroy your body, family. Okay? All right? You can talk all this anger shit, man. Anger get shit done. No, it been look. Okay? All right? Nah, man. Miss me with the bullshit. Okay? All right? I said that shit about 8-9 years ago. Yeah, because I heard Bobby say it. But no, nigga, that's not the fucking answer. Okay? I'm just saying. Okay, but understand what the brother talking about. Okay, and how he thought focusing on a white man was gonna with him. He was gonna help the people to get over the white man. Just listen and pay attention.
Fix all of this for all of us. It was February 1st, 2021. I was just sitting in my garage with two of my friends, and I felt this pain that I didn't feel anything in my chest at all. It was like a rip that happened in my back, in the area behind my heart, and then my shoulder felt like it was about to just fall off. You know, nothing in that pain said to me heart. Nothing in that pain said heart. But I have 7 herniated discs, 2 torn, 2 bulging. So back pain was kind of a normal thing. So what I said to my friend is I looked at him, my eyes were big, and I said, man, this back pain just shifted gears. I'm leaving work. I feel just like a tingle, like a sting. And I knew this isn't right. So I'm sitting in my car and I'm like, is this something that's just gonna pass? Is this something, I just sit there for a moment and I find a level of kind of stability where it's like, I can tolerate this until I get home. Yeah. So I drove home. I get there, the fluttering and all the stinging and all this stuff is still happening. And now I'm feeling it in my heart. My son's mother, Trish, she's working from home. So I call up to her and I say, I think I need to go to the emergency room. This is not getting better. It's getting worse. Now, as we're in the car, I'm losing my breath. It just feels like I'm suffocating. I'm just losing my breath and I'm breathing really deep to try to stay conscious. We get to the emergency room, kind of lightheaded. I'm walking up. They get me on the gurney, and almost immediately I'm asleep. And I always try to make note of this fact because people say you're hallucinating, right? But I passed out before I went into the area where they were working on me. But I'm not dead, I don't think, because my perspective is on the bed, like I'm looking that way. But I'm not seeing anything, but where the people were, there were dots that almost looked like a nighttime sky. And that stuff was clear to me in that state. But as far as explaining it to my conscious mind, there's no way I can know why I understood what was happening in that moment. After I saw the blackness and the dots where the people were, my perspective shifted and I was above myself looking down. And I saw the whole setup of the room. I saw where the people were. They were still kind of positioned the way they were when they were pushing me in, but I was able to see, where everybody was at, including a woman that was in the corner of the room. She was holding her face like this, and she was really sad that I was dying. And that was initially when I left my body, that was one of the things that disturbed me the most. Was like, what in the world is she sad for? This is so beautiful. This is so perfect. I'm not hurting. No, I'm not confused. That guy is dead, but I'm alive. This is beautiful, So to me, that just clarifies that it's not a hallucination. I learned while I was out of my body. Mm-hmm. I saw in real time what was happening to me. And everything, when I opened my eyes, continued in real time. There was no separation in my awareness, gap in between what I was experiencing, whether I was in the body or out of the body. It was a continual flow of experience. Once I did leave my body and I looked down, there was a lot of things that I came to understand. Like, he's dead. His body's dead. The mind is dead. The ego's dead. And after that kind of series of kind of realizations, it was like, well, then what's left? Like, what am I? And the words flooded in very clearly. It was audible. These words were light, energy, soul, spirit, awareness. It's just a flood of words. They weren't in a line like a mechanical. It was like a bunch of voices just said these words. But it felt like it was me explaining this to myself.
Hold on now. Hold on. Listen to what he said now. Hold on. Fam, listen.
It's just a flood of words. They weren't in a line like a mechanical. It was like a bunch of voices just said these words. But it felt like it was me explaining this to myself. A bunch of voices just said these words. But it felt like it was me explaining this to myself.
Listen. Okay, so I just told you, right? I just told you that I have multiple entities that exist in my crown. Okay, all right, and I showed you pictures. Okay, I showed you pictures of to kind of give you something of what some of these energies look like and irregular. Okay, so he said a bunch of voices was around him telling him, okay, spirit, soul, whatever, awareness. Okay, but he said he felt like it was him telling him these things. Listen, family, I'm trying to tell you what's going on here. Okay, all right, listen. I forgot he said that in this video. Okay, and it coincides with what I just went through last night. I just saw this shit, fam. I just got that science last night. Okay, all right, that it's not just one entity. You're just one being. Yes, collectively you are one. Yes. Okay. All right. It's like water. Okay. All right. It's like water. You can have 10 cups. Okay. You can have 10 cups and you can have 1 gallon and you could put this water in each cup. Okay. Yes. All that water in all those cups. Okay. It do appears to be separate. Okay, but it's the same water in each cup. All right. So those particular entities that sit, okay, at the top of myself, okay, it may appear that they're separate, but they're one. Okay, but they're playing their roles. Okay, so he out his body now. You understand? He's out his body, so he have all his selves, okay, telling him what's going on. Okay, I just want you to pay attention, family. All right, I just want you to pay attention on what's happening here. Shay Taylor, what's up now? What's going on, family? All right, pay attention, man. Listen, let's keep kicking. Let's keep kicking.
Mechanical was like awareness. It's just a flood of words. They weren't in a line like a mechanical. It was like a bunch of voices just said these words. But it felt like it was me explaining this to myself. Everything was energy. Everything felt like love. And I felt like a part of that whole thing. I didn't feel separate from it at all. And everything that I looked at, every question I had, the clarity was instantaneous. And in that process, I was clear. Like I was, what's that? What's that? What's that? It was like a baby having a everything was an moment. And I moved from one thing to the next with that childlike wonder and amazement at what I was seeing. There was no memory of this human experience that I was referring any of it back. There was no mind like that. It was just a awareness that was beholding these things and integrating them like instantly. So I'm watching everything. I'm watching the woman that's holding her face and just sad about me dying. And after a while, I'm paying attention to stuff, and I just kind of casually take my attention up. And when I do that, instantly I'm in space. There was no tunnel. There was no anything. I quickly became aware of what people call the light. It was up and to the right of me. The emergency room was down and to the left of me. And I was in that angle looking forward out into space. And what was in front of me was the star forming region. What was beneath me was what people call the void. I felt like I was in the blackness, and it was enveloping me like velvet. It felt like love. It felt like blackness. And I felt like I was in the blackness, and it was enveloping me like velvet. It felt like love. It felt like every other aspect of being disembodied in that moment for me. Everything felt like love. I felt like love.
Family. Pay attention, man. He say he went into the blackness. I just told you where you from. I just gave you the information on where you're from. Okay? I'm not just saying this. I don't know this brother. Okay, this was a random video I found last week. Okay? All right, he said he was enveloped by the blackness, and the blackness was love. Okay? A so-called void. He said it was nothing but love. I just told you what it is, man. And these things, this way of thinking, the quote-unquote white boy can't go that deep. He could probably talk a real good game. Okay? But he can't travel that deep. Only you have that ability to travel that deep. You can listen to 20 of these particular NDEs, they call them, near-death experience videos. Okay? and listen to nothing but white folk, none of them are going to say they went into the blackness. Only him, he can say that based on who he is. Not who he is, but what he is. Because again, we come from here, the nucleus, the abyss. Okay? The energy, the chaos. Okay? All right? They come from here, the outer workings. Okay? So it's places you can go on your journey spiritually that others cannot. You can literally change your way of life based on constant meditation. I'm going to talk about that after this video. We got about 15 more minutes, something like that, because I want you to hear this, brother. Okay? Then I'm going to tell you about my experience. Okay? Pay attention, family. This is about your ascension here. This ain't about you just enjoying a video or listen to me run my mouth. Okay? This shit will change your fucking life, man. Forever, nigga.
Love, I felt like the system that I found myself in was just love, and I was just part of it. But it also felt like it was everything. It felt like everything, every possibility, every past experience, everything was in the void, was in that black space. When I looked into it,
everything,
it reacted.
Come on.
It responded. And if there was any kind of thought that wasn't complete, it was complete instantly. If there was a notion of missing something, the satisfaction of having that, I felt it already. Before the missing was even fully felt, the satisfaction of already having that was there. There's a woman I was exchanging with who was like, well, I don't want to just magically forget people that I love in this life. I was trying to explain that that's a human thought. It comes from a brain. It comes from memory. It comes from life. It comes from, but you're not going to be, when you leave this body, a human body with a brain that has memory, you're going to be an energy that's so connected to this experience and this whole thing that experience is integrated in you. There is no missing or something missing from that experience isn't gone. It's always accessible. Every part of this experience that you have is etched in infinity. There is no something disappearing and never being experienceable again. Like, it's always there. So you don't miss anything. There's no missing anything. You're more integrated with the system outside of the body than you are in the body. And that's kind of what we are, is an individual node accumulating a perspective that ultimately gets fed back into the system and becomes a possibility, an option for everybody else in the system forever. So your experience isn't ever lost. When I was in space, I was interested in everything. So my attention kind of just moved all around. There was a point where I was looking up at the light and I was like, it's almost like I was trying to decide if I was going to even entertain it or not. And I looked back up at it and I looked back down into the emergency room. And when my attention went from the upper angle down back to the left, it went through me, and I was just a glowing orb of light. That's what I appeared to be. I had never felt more alive than when I was that glowing orb of light. I had never felt more aware of what was happening on this planet. In that state, I understood everything. The pain, the confusion, the identity stuff was gone. We are all orbs of light. We're not these bodies.
Come on.
I experienced the orb of light as being perfect, as being it's not confused, it's not being contextualized in a human sense in a way where it's going to cheerlead for one side or the other. It was disconnected somewhat from the specifics of the human experience. It was just aware. You were in that body. That body's dead. It wasn't like, you are a black activist, so you need to go back and hop in that body to get to the fight. Yeah, then I'm more fighting. That fight stuff was done. I kind of just watched everything. I watched them continuing to defibrillate me. But the biggest image that sticks with me is the woman that was bothered by me dying, holding her face. If there's any small part of this experience that I was disappointed about, was that in that moment of me trying to figure out how to communicate with her, I couldn't tell her, like, no, don't be sad. This is beautiful. My back's not hurting. I'm not confused about what's happening. This is beautiful. This is the most alive that I've ever felt. The people that were around me involved with the resuscitation effort, some of them were kind of like mechanical. They were just doing their job. Yeah, they didn't have any emotional investment. And I could feel all that, you know. But there was one person that was in front, kind of to the angle, and he was really going through it. Like, in his mind, it was almost like he's responsible for making sure that I don't die, and he didn't want that. He didn't want to feel that. He didn't want to be responsible for that. So when I opened my eyes, I blurted out. The first thing I blurted out was, "Are you okay?" And I was looking for the woman, you know. and then after that, I blurted that out. I looked up at the person that was up in front of me to the right. I said, "Are you okay?" And he cut me out. He said, "No, are you okay?" And somebody from the right said, "You didn't feel that?" And I almost said, "Feel what?" But I looked down and I saw this rubber pad. The defibrillator pads were in the person's hand, like they were about to defibrillate me again. But I saw this rubber pad on my chest where the indentation from the defibrillator pads were. And when I looked down, I was like, "Oh, you really were dead." Like, that's when it all flooded into my mind and my human awareness. Because, like, I saw the pad where they were defibrillating me, and I saw them defibrillating me from above, and it all connected in that moment when I looked down and he asked me, "You can feel that?" And I was like, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything. There was no pain, no trauma at all in the process of me dying. Catching my breath on the way to the hospital was as deep as the pain of my death got. So it just made me, you know, it's like I have no fear of dying. I have no fear of what's next.
Okay, real quick, family. I'm going to bring this back. I want you to listen.
In the process of me dying, catching my note in that moment when I looked down and he asked me, "You didn't feel that?" And I was like, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything.
Listen.
There was no pain, no trauma at all in the process of me dying. Catching my breath on the way to the hospital was as deep as the pain of my death got. So it just made me, you know, it's like I have no fear of dying. I have no.
All right. Check this out. Now, he said, okay, that before he transitioned or died, before he went into this particular experience, right? So the harsh, the painful part, by the time the painful part started, he was already gone out the body. For 7 years, family, I've been telling people we don't suffer when we die. And I didn't get this out of no fucking book. Okay, I've had brothers who were shot down, shot 17 times, shot 11 times, head blown the fuck off. Okay, come back and tell me, "Will, man, by the time the first bullet hit me, okay, that shit knocked me out the body. I was already gone. That body got shot up all them times. I was already gone." My partner, okay, my nigga Lil Putt, was out here robbing, jacking niggas, okay, cutting up, okay. Nigga hit him about 3 times in his side, in his lungs, okay, with a 45. Shot him up, right? He's on his way. He made the right turn. Okay, so the shooters knew he was going to stop in front of this house and get something. I forgot what he got, what he told me. Okay, but when the car stopped, they started shooting. Okay, he told me when that car made that turn, he was ejected out the goddamn car. The car kept going. He watched himself get shot. This brother just said, when it was time for the pain to start, he was already gone. So because of that, he learned that we don't suffer. I've been telling people this shit for years. What I'm trying to give you right now, family, is an understanding, okay, that removes all level of fear so you can start to live your life. Okay, so you don't move in fear every day. Okay, I'm saying, all right, we don't suffer in so-called death. We're gone. You understand? We out of here. Okay, when you hear these gruesome deaths, okay, give you another example. Out here in Atlanta, okay, at Six Flags, all right, the damn ride went up, okay, and the kid, he slipped out of the ride and fell like 60 feet to his death. Okay, understand, when he slipped, nigga had already snatched him, the body fell, he was gone. And when the body fell, he saw a computer screen. That little nigga came, smacked me in the fucking stomach, nigga, when I was in New Orleans. Hey, big brother. Hey, big bro. I don't know what the fuck. Why y'all fucking with me? Leave me alone. You know I'm trying to sleep. Little nigga come smack me, man. Piss me the fuck off. Okay? But he was passing on the information to let me know what it is. Okay? Where everybody thought it was a gruesome death. His body smashing into the ground. He was gone. He was gone. And when he left the body, he saw a computer screen, my nigga. This is not real. But you can only see that from here. And stop the fucking worshiping. Because these people worship you. I'll get into that. We gonna get with this. We gonna get with this. It is. That's fire. That's fire right there, see? Opposite of birth.
Fear of what, God's I'm at all in the process of me dying. Catching my breath on the way to the hospital was as deep as the pain of my death got. So it just made me, it's like I have no fear of dying. I have no fear of what's next. When I came back from my near-death experience, I was so painfully aware of everything around me, people's pain and confusion. I already kind of felt like I had these empathic kind of tendencies even before, but it was times 5,000 when I came back from the near-death experience. And I think that contributed to how long it took for me to integrate, because I didn't have the opportunity to just sit and heal. As soon as I was able to stand.
I want you to listen to what he said. He said his spiritual skill, okay, all right, or certain levels of himself, okay, multiply, all right. Listen, they multiplied because he finally had that experience. Okay, people been asking me for years, Will, how you heal your body with the mind? How you do all of that? Because I'm constantly out this body in meditation. Okay, like I've been saying for the last probably 6 months. Okay, I've meditated damn near every day for the last 8 years. Every day. Okay, so and every time you go in meditation, you have somewhat of a near-death experience if you are meditating properly. Okay, so for myself, I have been for years, okay, separated from this physical body so much, okay, to where my consciousness views things differently all the time. Okay, I never see things in a certain light. Okay, and because of that, certain things are happening to me, okay, that I cannot explain. All I can do is tell you a little story, especially something that happened the other day. Okay, all right, it's changing. Okay, it's changing, family. This God shit is real. Let's finish this off real quick.
And I had to go back to work. For me to integrate because I didn't have the opportunity to just sit and heal. As soon as I was able to stand up, I had to go back to work. I'm at work and I'm like, I feel a little different. I'm interacting differently. I'm seeing better results because I'm not really playing the kind of the politics game, because I don't have any identity stuff that's been influencing my decisions and my performance. I'm actually looking at work in a lighter kind of way. I don't have to go to work and fight over politics. I don't have to go to work and deal with white, black stuff. I just have to go to work and perform.
Man, listen. Family, check this out, man. Let me talk to you. So, the same job I'm at now, okay, before, all right, for the people who don't know, I went through a 3-month heart spiritual and physical heart situation. Physically, I'm in the hospital. They're telling me how the hell am I still living and all of this type of shit here. Okay, said my heart was beating between 10 to 15%. Your heart's supposed to beat 6% and higher. Okay, all right. So I went through this heart transformation. Okay, all right. So because of that, again, all right, because I embraced it. When people would call and check on me, damn, man, Will, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm like, no, hold that. That's not for me. I'm not sad. Okay? I'm on a level now because I meditated for so many years. I embrace every so-called pain. Pain is greatness for me. Evil don't exist in my world. Pain don't exist in my world. I look at everything as great, everything as a learning situation, everything. Man, you heard what happened to old boy, man? Man, he lost it all. Good. So now he can start over and do this now. He can do that now. Great. Okay, that's how I view everything. So there is no fucked up. I'm gonna take this L. No. Okay, my whole frequency changed. Okay, there is no evil. So the same job I was at previous. Okay, I left that job, went through my heart transformation. I sat out the truck for about 2 years. I got back in the truck probably a couple months ago, something like that. When I'm in the truck this time, certain things that used to piss me off, I laugh at now. I'm like, damn, boy, I used to get pissed off at that shit. And then I got to constantly tell myself, nigga, it ain't real. It's not real. You're going to lose your cool over something that's not real. So I analyze myself. I test my own thoughts, okay, to see where I am. Okay? All right? I don't need nobody else to tell me nothing because shit I do it myself. Okay, Will, man, what you think about that? Man, I don't know, bro. What you think about this? Man, what you think about? I'm always doing that. So when he said he's not playing the black-white game no more, he has ascended. Okay? He don't have to go to work tripping now because work don't exist. It's not real. Okay? On some Clark Kent shit. Superman had a day job. He just went there to pass time. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay? I'm just saying, family. Let's dive back into it, finish it up. Then I'm gonna get into this this information.
the heaviness and the anger and the hate and my decisions and my performance, I'm actually looking at work in a lighter kind of way. I don't have to go to work and fight over politics. I don't have to go to work and deal with white, black stuff. I just have to go to work and perform. The heaviness and the anger and the hate, I'm not carrying that around me anymore. So received differently. I have more graceful interactions with people. I don't feel like there's somebody trying to block my progress. None of that stuff is real. None of those stories are in me influencing the outcome. What having that experience does to you is it gives you this extremely radical sense of accountability all the way down to the thoughts that you had. Sometimes we think that because we didn't actually say something that we still have a position of just like we feel righteous. I didn't call you that, but you thought it. So if you thought it, own that. You got to own that thought. You got to own that thought because that thought contributed to the tension that was created in that moment. So we have to learn how to understand what we're doing and what we're choosing. Don't allow tension and pain and confusion to persist for too long because it'll hurt you and it'll influence your perspective of reality in a way that's not. It'll give you a bias. So when you feel it, fix it so that the bias doesn't sit in you so long to where it's part of you and now it's hard to get it out of you. What my experience showed me is that we tend to become the emotions versus just feeling them and letting them pass. So I became hate instead of just saying, oh, damn, that was hateful. Do I want to respond in kind of, we don't pause and be like, and think about the impact of feeling hate on your physical being. Was it personal? Is this person just a miserable person? Do I have to internalize what they're saying? Do I have to? No. But when you're already on edge and you already have these biases, you're ready. You're ready to jump. As soon as the invitation is presented to you, you're ready to respond to it. You may very well be justified in your anger, and you're definitely going to feel justified in your anger, right? But my anger killed me. So if I was able to see what I was in a different way, instead of responding to it with anger, responding to it with responsibility, responding to it with hope, I can help change that versus using all of that energy on just hating the people who I feel are creating the dynamic. The further removed I am from feeling all of that pain for so long, damaged my body, made me so sick because of how I'm thinking. And the only way I was able to shake the connection to those stories and those narratives is through having that reset, and having those narratives kind of shook off of me. My experience occurred in such a way that it gave me some different kind of clarity. And there is an opportunity for me to move forward differently, period. Now, if I don't take that opportunity, that's a choice that I make. But the opportunity exists. You will revisit the same things that led to your death. And I do. I revisit the same frustration. I revisit the same sometimes moments of hopelessness. But now it's like, am I going to choose to stay in that emotion? Am I going to become hopelessness? Am I going to become frustration? Am I going to become hate? No, I'm going to process it. Let it do what it's going to do in that moment and then leave it alone. Let it go and move on to the next thought, the next choice. We're just having an experience here. And because of the narratives and the stories that we choose, it becomes a negative experience, a positive experience. But it's all just stories, and you don't have to choose those stories.
Come on.
You come
on, man.
Stories that we choose, it becomes a negative experience, a positive experience. But it's all just stories, and you don't have to choose those stories. You come here already equipped with how to function here. And then we're not taught to honor that in any way whatsoever. We're taught who to be, what we are, what our name is, how we, what's important, who we're supposed to like, who we're supposed to hate, how we're supposed to, we're told all of this stuff. And then we expect people to develop into authentic human beings when they've never made a decision for themselves at all. They just accepted prepackaged identities There's no things when they don't
I
get
need
what
y'all to pay attention to
happens,
that now.
it becomes a negative experience.
I need y'all to pay attention to that now. Okay? I need y'all to pay attention to that. Okay? All right? All right? This cat is sitting up here saying, okay? He's sitting up here saying, all right, that you don't have to choose to believe those stories. Now, I'm sitting up here telling you all these stories on how the Romans and all these white people and the picnic and how they chopped our fists up and put it in the and put it in the meat package plant and all this shit that they did to black people and all that. We choose this shit. Okay? How the fuck you know that shit real? Okay? And like I said, I just showed you. I gave you the evidence. I gave you the proof. Okay? All right? That we created everything in existence. Okay? All right? We are the most intellectually sound. Okay? All right? All right? Our spiritual ability is through the fucking roof. Okay? Our athleticism, our strength, everything about us. Okay? I've shown you. But the only thing that you were given was a bunch of stories based on something you were given in school, and you chose to believe it based on agreements. Okay? You agreed to believe that slavery was real. You agreed to believe that Constantine was real, and Washington and all these people, and Abraham was real, Abraham Lincoln Freedom. You chose to believe all these fucking stories. You chose to believe with no fucking proof that, oh, I came from Africa and all of this and all. You chose to believe all of that. You chose it. Okay? Okay? Or looking at it from another way, all right, it was chose for you. Okay? Because at 3-4 years old, you didn't have the ability to choose. Okay? You were just told what to do. Okay? All right? Like the brother just said, you was given a name. You was told this. You was told that. You was told Jesus is the reason for the season. You was told God is real. You was told all of this shit. So you accepted it. Okay? And then when you woke up, right? All right, you so-called conscious now. You're still accepting shit. Okay, I'm a Pan-African. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Oh, I need to go outside and worship the fucking moon. Oh, I need to go outside and worship the sun. And you still accepting this shit. Okay? All right? All right? When I can prove to you, okay, that ascension is about you standing in front of your fucking self. There's not one motherfucker in existence, okay? There's nowhere, not even in the vicinity on my level, that go stand outside. Oh, we gotta be one with nature. We gotta be. There is not a nigga out there that's on my fucking level, man. Okay? When niggas was out there hugging trees, I used to tell a nigga, man, I used to go sit in a fucking closet, cut all the fucking lights off and disappear, nigga. Go in meditation and disappear. Leave myself and go traveling. Go and see some shit. Fuck outside, nigga. Okay? Or I need the ground. That is a fucking belief. You've turned that shit into fucking religion. You're believing now. Fuck that grass. That grass ain't gonna do nothing for me. Okay? Damn near every fucking body who I've seen did that is nowhere spiritually. Nowhere. I'm just saying. Okay? This shit is about here, man. The inner work, man. Okay? Not outside. Okay? All right? I didn't see no ancient information talking about go outside and lick the grass. Everything I saw, everything I studied said go within. Everything. Everything. So how the hell did go within turn into go outside? Now, if you want to go stand by the water and all that, cool. It is what it is. I'm not trying to stop you from going outside. What I'm trying to give you is the correct understanding about what this shit is, or the correct understanding about what this is. You ascend by going inside. You ascend by sitting your fucking ass in front yourself, learning yourself, loving yourself, and ascending to your supreme self. I'm just saying. Okay? Well, I mean, you know, that's what you believe in right now, so it's okay. It's okay. 33 is okay, brother. Do your thing. Do your thing. You know? But I just want you to get it, family. Okay? All right? Don't give me the stories. Man, you know, the ancestors did this. I didn't see that in no fucking science. I didn't see that with this fucking knowledge. I ain't seen nothing about no fucking ancestors. All this information said go inside. Go inside. Go inside. All that shit is worship, man. It's fucking worship. You traded in Jesus for ancestors. You might don't want to hear this, but we talking about ascending here. Not one time, this brother, when he was outside the body, listen, family, not one time, not once, when he said he was outside the body, did he say, look up to ancestors, look up to this, look up to that. No, he said he became one with the blackness, nigga. He said he became one with the blackness, and the blackness was love. That's what he said. So we need to stop agreeing with shit because it make you feel good in the morning. Okay? This journey sometimes put you in that fucking, yeah, okay, all right. It make you look at shit different sometimes. Okay? It make you look at shit different sometimes. Okay? But outside that body, he didn't say nothing about that. Why didn't he say anything about that? What I'm telling you, family, okay? All right? Before grass existed, before anything existed, you existed. You were already in existence. You were already in existence. Okay? You were already in existence. So how is that all of a sudden you need something outside of you to ascend? We're going to finish this off and then I'm going to tell you some stuff that went down with myself. Because I ain't done, family.
Experience, but it's all just stories and you don't have to choose those stories. You come here already equipped with how to function here, and then we're not taught to honor that in any way whatsoever. We're taught who to be, what we are, what our name is, how we, what's important, who we supposed to like, who we supposed to hate, how we supposed to, we're told all of this stuff, and then we expect people to develop into authentic human beings when they've never made a decision for themselves at all. They just accepted prepackaged identities. There's no choice in that you're just selecting from among what's not even available to you, but it's actually what's pushed on you by people who actually love you. They're giving you this advice because they love you. They're telling you to think this way because they think it worked for them, and it's just want you to, be okay, but it doesn't work. Look at the world around us. This thinking and these orientations that we have towards each other and this planet and this life doesn't work. It doesn't work. The more clear I have become about what being a human being is, the mind, the body, the ego, and this soul thing, that is infinite and it leaves this place is perfect. It doesn't hold on to human trauma. It doesn't hold on to this stuff. It doesn't. But it's permanent, and it's what you leave here as. That's what you are. We are creating our next life right now in this moment with our attention. And as long as we can own our attention and not allow our attention to be totally manipulated and injected with a bunch of software that doesn't originate inside of us. If you focus on misery, you're compounding misery. If you focus on hope, you're increasing the probability that other things can happen outside of the negative possibilities. And if we collectively start understanding how to galvanize our attention in different ways, then we can magnify our creative capacity. If an individual can focus their attention on what they want and get it, imagine if 20,000, 30,000, a million individuals can focus their attention on unified and what they can create.
All right. Now let's get to this here, family. Okay. So, like I said, right? If we're taught, okay, that this is an illusion and you existed before this place even came into being, okay, then the place you created won't help you ascend. Okay, the place you come from is your ascension. Understand this, right? So, here goes 20. Here goes 20. No. Last week. Okay. Probably Monday or Tuesday. So I pull up at a truck stop. All right. So in my mind, I'm starting to realize, I said, damn, man, all these stories about the white boy, he did this and he did that. So all of that shit is lies, man. Is lies on top of lies. It's not making sense. I said, damn, this shit is crazy. It's nothing but lies. It's not real. It's not real. And when I started to get that realization, I started to look at the so-called white boy, and I say, oh shit, man, he's a peon. Okay? He's a peon. He's not who I think he is. He's nowhere on this level with myself. I'm not saying that to hate him. This is what I'm telling me. I'm not saying that I'm telling, spirit, because that's what I'm kind of having this conversation with. And I'm like, but that's just not what it is. I hop out my truck. Boom. Now, what I'm about to tell you is my proof that outside is not going to help you ascend. Okay? So here goes. I walk up to the truck stop. And I'm a white dude. White dude opened the door for me. Okay? White dude opened the door for me. And I'm like, cool, appreciate that, driver, So he opened the door for me, and I'm going to Subway, going to give me a little sandwich, right? So I'm about to get my sandwich, and so I'm sitting here, and there's a white lady in front of me. Okay, there's a white lady in front of me, and she's maybe late 50s, early 60s. So I ordered my little sandwich, and so I'm getting my money ready. All right. Now, like I said, I just had this thought. So I'm getting my money together, getting my couple dollars together, go ahead and pay for this sandwich so I can hit the road. And this lady, she was using a little Subway card. Some places you can get like a little card, put a little couple dollars on it, whatever. So right when she's about to walk off, she turned to me and say, she turned to me and say, hey sir, you can have this card. I got about $4 or $5 on it to help pay for your food. I'm like, oh shit, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. And immediately when she did that, I said, oh fuck, this shit is happening. Now I know for most of you that don't sound like nothing. That the white boy holding the door open for me, and a white woman paying for my food. I know that just sounds crazy, right? Understand this. I'm gonna take you back 2015. 2015, early 2015. I'm sitting in my house. I'm watching Hidden Color Street. I told you for the people who was watching this from the beginning. I was watching Hidden Color Street. They were talking about how these white people did all this heinous, just terrible shit to us. And I was mad. I was pissed off. I was steamed. Okay. So here goes myself. I know I had to go and get my and get my truck. I had to get an oil change on my 18 wheeler. So I drive to the yard. I pull up at the mechanic shop. I tell Ace, white dude. I tell Ace, he'll tell you, he a redneck. That's what he say. So he tell me, I say, yo, Ace, I say, Ace, man, let me get a PM, which is an oil change. So Ace said, hey, Big Will, man, listen, man, it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute because it's gonna be a minute because what you were saying? It's gonna be a minute because they got other trucks waiting. Okay, so try to speed up the story real quick, but before this damn laptop shut off. So he said, well, look, here, take my keys to my pickup truck. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, take your keys to your pickup truck. I'm like, for what? He said, take my pickup truck, go drive to the front, get you something to eat, and then I'll call you, when your truck ready, you come back. So before he can give me his keys, another mechanic. Now this mechanic shop is all white boys. The white boy came out. Okay. The other white boy came out and said, nah, Ace, I'll bring Will to the front. Okay. I'm gonna bring him to the front. Okay. And I'll pay, I got him, I'll pay for his food. Now understand this, right? When we get up to the truck stop, this white boy pay for everything. Okay. And I'm like, damn, so I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm like, okay, the white boy bring me up here, he pay for my food. Okay. And then he came back to get me once my truck was done because I was still at the truck stop waiting. Now, fast forward the next day. The next day, I got a load going to Kentucky. Okay. Boom. I'm going to Kentucky, and the GPS, you got some drivers out there. If you know that GPS will fuck over you. That should have you going down streets that a fucking 18-wheeler cannot go down. Okay, so I'm down this damn street, small as hell. A damn car can't even get down that street like that. But I got a whole 18-wheeler on this street. Now, somewhere in fucknut Kentucky, right? So I'm down there, and so I'm stuck. I'm like, damn, how am I gonna get out of here? It's about 3:00 in the afternoon. Okay, and it was an all-white neighborhood. It had to be about 7, maybe 8 white people came out their house, including a cop. Okay, the cop blocked off the street. All these white people came out. Don't worry about it, driver. We gonna get you out. So I'm like, what? So they literally stopped all traffic and made sure I made it to my destination, which was about 5 miles up. So boom, here we go. I get to my destination. Okay, now I gotta come back. I get stuck again. Okay, all right. One of these damn streets is nighttime, no lights out there. So now here comes the white boys. Okay, with the pickup trucks, the 4x4 pickup trucks with the head rack, with the lights on the top. So they had two truck full. Okay, and 2 cops. Okay, check this out. I'm not exaggerating. Listen. So it's about 13 or 14 white boys. All of them, including the 2 cops that was out there that night, all of them helped me get out of this particular town. Okay, all right. They were looking out for me heavy. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I get out. All of them come to my door. Hey, driver, man, yeah, man, hey, man, look, if you ever come back in town, man, we got I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because I just watched Hidden Colors. I was steamed up. I was mad. I was ready to fuck something up. Looking at this shit, pick a nigga, and then all she did was doing the black. I was pissed off. So the next 2 days, it was nothing but white people doing the most for me. And I have to do nothing. And I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. I make it back to Louisiana, okay? You know, like I said, I get my sister on the phone, all right? I'm like, yo, sis, man, all these white people, man, you know, I was watching the Hidden Colors. I say these white people just came out of everywhere with they helping me out. Like, what the fuck is going on? She said that was probably mama. And for those of you who don't know, my mama transitioned back in 2012, okay? So she was like your brother, that was probably mama. You know, showing you that is not about that energy that you was carrying. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on? Okay, so because they wanted to show me that depending on where I am spiritually, my thoughts, my movement can actually make people do shit that they don't even want to do. Family, listen, I'm talking about this God shit here, man. Okay, I want you to listen to me. All right. Okay, so I make it back to Louisiana. I'm sitting in a little lounge area. Okay, one of the supervisors from the yard come over there. Hey, Willie, you ate? I said, nah. Come over here. Let me pay for your food. This shit went on for about a week. White people just giving me shit here and here. I don't know these people from fucking Kentucky to fucking Louisiana. So here goes the other day. Okay, because of where I am spiritually, okay, you must understand something. This realm is not going to change based on fucking Bitcoin. This realm is not going to change based on your economical status and all of this type of shit. This realm is only going to change when black people realize who the fuck they are, okay, as God, and they are love at its core. They are the beginning of all things. And when that happens, white people are going to automatically, nigga, okay? This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Fuck outside, nigga. Okay? Okay, they're going to automatically get in line. That white woman didn't know who the fuck I was. Okay? It was almost as if she was a robot and she just gave me her goddamn money. Here, I'm going to pay for your food. I'm talking about off the fucking blue. Okay? All right? Understand something. In order for a motor to work, you cannot add, okay, let me add this to the motor and try to make it work. Or let me put this on the motor to make it work. No, nigga, the motor need oil. Okay, you got to make sure if you got spark plug, you got to make sure that's right. The pistons, you got to make sure all this shit working, okay, in proper order the way the fucking motor was built. Okay, this realm, all right, is built in the science of the heart of black people. Okay, all right. So when you are on your righteousness shit, okay, and you know exactly what's going on through the ascension of the fucking mind, white people will get in fucking line, man. Okay, I didn't have to say anything. These people jumped. I was surprised. I didn't have to do shit. Okay, so I don't care what your people telling you and all this and all that, and they telling you this. I don't give a fuck, my nigga. Okay, I'm telling you some shit that's the actual factual. Okay, shit that I saw happen with my own eyes, nigga. Okay, how the fuck you gonna fall in love with something outside that's not even fucking real, man? Okay, now I'm not saying that you can't go outside and have a good time. Okay, I'm talking strictly ascension. Okay, strictly ascension. Okay, shit, I love going hang out by the water. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, but I'm talking ascension here, man. Okay, all right. They're giving me another one. All right, boom. I get to this place. I gotta unload these barrels. Okay, got some chemical stuff, whatever in these barrels. All right. let me go on harp and get on the off here for this thing. Okay, 17%. Okay, so here it goes. All right. So where I had to drop this load off, the damn area to back to trucking was fucked up. Okay, this particular company, no courtesy for trucks. Okay, so now there's a white boy. He could have been no more than 20 at the very oldest. 28 years old. I asked the white boy, I said, man, look, man, I don't know nothing about him. I don't know him nothing. Okay, I asked him, I said, hey, can you and I know this might be too much, man, but I'm trying to get my truck in here, man, so I could back up right here. You think you can drop your trailer and kind of pull up for me so I can go on behind your truck and you know what? Oh man, I'll do that for you. I'll look. Immediately, I'm talking in my head. I'm talking to the energy. Why the fuck that white boy said, I'll do that for you? You don't know me. This is my first time over here. But that white boy told me, I'll do that for you. Then the other white boy came out there. Okay. He had everybody move their cars. And just so you know that this was something that never been done before, the other white boy came out and said, God damn, man, what you did to him? What you did to him? He got everybody to move their cars. He never did that for a truck driver. I said, shit, I don't know. Man, look, believe what y'all want to believe. Okay, hold on. Let me see right quick. Look, y'all can believe what y'all want to believe. Okay? Y'all can roll with what y'all want to roll with. Okay? I'm telling you some shit that's happening physically. I'm telling you some shit that I'm doing, shit that I'm seeing. I'm seeing white folk damn near fall in line. Okay? And understand, this is no hate. It's no hate, man. I don't hate nobody. Okay? But I'm watching these fucking white folk fall in line, man. Okay? They're going out their way to make sure I'm good. They're going out their way. So when the motherfuckers say, okay, this thing going crazy. So when I say that all right, here we go. This thing going out. I gotta turn it off. It's getting there. Okay. So when I say that I spent years inside of myself, I spent years every day in meditation, every day. Okay. And I'm seeing this shit, even though I was seeing it already. Okay, I've been healing myself with the mind, getting rid of headaches in seconds, all this old shit. Just did a class, I don't know, about 4 or 5 months ago, probably about 6 months ago, on how to heal a body with the mind and all that is on the website. Okay, yeah, nigga been doing that. All right, okay, but the shit that's happening now, okay, all right, people moving based on your heart, and you don't have to say anything. People moving based on your heart. Okay? Listen, yeah. It's about that time. This shit going crazy. All right? But like I say, family, I'm telling you what this thing is, man. Okay? This ain't nothing I'm fucking making up. Okay? I'm telling you what the fuck going on here. Okay? You can either roll with it or you don't. It is what it is. All right? But I'm telling you what this God shit is, man. Okay, motherfucker gonna move for you. Okay, you ain't gonna have to do shit. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, talking about this shit getting crazy, man. Okay? This shit is fucking getting crazy. All right? So it's on you, man. It's on y'all. Bingo. None of your business. None of your business. When things start to align how they're supposed to, okay, it's just going to happen. Okay? Give you an example. What happens when a baby, let's say a 3-4-year-old come in the room? A 3 or 4-year-old come in the room, okay, and start dancing or something, do some fun shit. Okay? All right? What do that 4-year-old get from everybody in the room? Everybody in the room. Everybody gets the same reaction. Oh, go baby, go baby, go. All of us do the same thing based on the God power of that child. So it happens regardless. I've never, ever, okay, I have never not seen someone that don't react, okay, when a child, okay, starts to smile or have fun, okay? That's based on God, man. Okay? That's based on God. So what I'm telling you is the child is being reborn, man. Okay? That's what I'm saying. I ain't just talking about this shit. Okay? I'm telling you what it is. This shit ain't about knowledge. Okay? I know this. I know that shit ain't about that. Okay? This shit about what's going on. Okay? All right? And my proof is these motherfuckers moving. Okay? All right? I have no emotional connection to nothing in this place like that. Okay? I don't get upset over this. I'm not pissed off about that. I don't let this fuck with me, that fuck with me. I don't do that. I don't do a lot of the human shit based on my consciousness when everybody else most of the time do. I don't and I can't turn it off because I'm somewhere else spiritually. It's a difference, man. Let me get out of here, family. I'm just telling you, family, y'all can do what y'all want to do. Okay? All right? But if you trying to transcend some shit, okay, go your fucking ass in the dark, man. Okay? Go your ass in the dark. I guarantee that they don't have a tree out there that'll help your ass ascend, nigga. Okay? All right? Go in the dark. You just heard what this brother said, who had an outer body experience. Okay? What more proof do you need? Fuck your knowledge. Fuck what this one said. Shit means nothing. This brother just told you what happens when you leave the body. He just told you that. When I left the body, I saw love. I felt love. Love was all there is when I left the body. So you mean to tell me I got to go outside to learn something now? Based on, oh, well, I read this, I read that. Man, what the fuck that shit, man? Okay? All right? Either you're going to stop playing or not, man. It is what it is, man. I'm going to get on out of here, family. I'm going to get on out of here. And it's your boy birthday coming up, too. July 12th. So y'all hit that motherfucking Cash App up, nigga. Buy a nigga a turkey burger or something. Okay, one of them unbelievable burgers or something. You understand? You heard that? You heard that? Let me put that on there right quick. You put that on there. Hold on. Which one it is? Which one it is? Yeah, July 12th, nigga. Okay, I make 5 years old. I turn 5. Okay, 41 equals 5. I turn 5 years old. All right, so y'all hit that Cash App up. Tell a nigga happy early birthday. You hear me? I'm out, man. Peace. I love y'all. And it's not Will Copprue saying that. It's me, the real me, the inner, was truly going on. It's telling you this shit. Okay? All right? That's what I'm saying, family. Peace.